Welcome to another episode of What's the Skewp podcast. I'm your host, SkewpzGotcha, aka Dre. Be sure to like and subscribe and hit that motherfucking bell. And this podcast is on some of your favorite streaming apps. Any app that you got, 9 times out of 10, as far as you can listen to music on it. 9 times out of 10, What's the Skewp podcast is on it. Of course, with the likes of SoundCloud, Spreaker, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, Spotify, Anchor, and Apple Music. And what we talking about today? What we got? This is episode 22. Episode 22. We got a few things to talk about this week, man, and let me pull some things up. Be sure to share this shit though. Share it with whoever though. That's all I ask. I mean, it costs nothing to share. It costs nothing to share. It costs nothing to subscribe. It costs nothing to like it. So why not? But yeah, man, we're going to talk about week 8 as far as NFL right now. We got a few things to talk about outside of the NFL. But right now, we're going to talk about the week 8. I did pretty good last week as far as week 8 goes. I went 12-3. And the crazy thing about that is I went 12-3 and didn't make not one fucking bet last week. Irritation. Yes, I went 12-3. 3 of my losses are I picked the Jags against the Broncos. I picked the bum-ass Raiders against the Saints. Saints blanketed they ass. I think it was like 24-0 or 28-0. Let me see. I love when the Raiders get spanked like that. Pause. 24-0, man. They got their ass spanked. I mean, at the end of the day, the Raiders will Raider. Y'all did all that to get Davante Adams. Y'all got one of the highest scoring. What is it? They got like highest scoring offense or something. But I mean, obviously y'all defense is trash. Hell, what did Davante Adams do? I think Davante Adams, he didn't do jack shit. So, hold on. Let me look. Let me look at Davante Adams right quick. Hell, Derek Carr didn't even finish the game. What? No way. I'm looking at the stats now. Derek Carr was 15 of 26 for 101 yards. Basically averaged 4 yards a pass. He was sacked 3 times for 20 yards, had a QBR of 14, and a rating of 50.3. Bro, it was so bad they used Davante Adams as they tried to. Davante Adams had 1 carry for negative yards. Davante Adams was targeted 5 times, and he had 1 reception for 3 yards. Hey, man. I love it. At the end of the day, Josh McDaniels, the Raiders, they had a first-hand view of Josh McDaniels as a coach for the Denver Broncos. It didn't work out for the Denver Broncos. So why would y'all go get Josh McDaniels and think that he was going to do anything? Check Bill Belichick's coaching tree. Check his history. Check that coaching tree's history. If you're going to grab somebody from a coaching tree, a legendary coaching tree, or anything like that, probably grab, I want to say, Andy Reid coach from an Andy Reid coaching tree or something. Like, I mean, you got Harbaugh, coach of the Baltimore Ravens, Super Bowl champion. You got Doug Peterson, Super Bowl champion. You got Sean McDermott, head coach for the Buffalo Bills. I mean, granted, we send them home every year, but yeah, and I mean, Matt Nagy, he was a coach of the Chicago Bears, but I mean, the Chicago Bears are Chicago Bears. They just got Claypool too, but that's another topic for another subject. But my point is, the Raiders will Raider. Granted, I know Darren Waller has been hurt because Darren Waller's on my fantasy team, and I'm having to shuffle through the damn free agent pool. Slim pickings, by the way, tight ends right now. So, yeah, I mean, I kind of feel it. I feel y'all pain when it comes to missing Darren Waller. I need Darren Waller. So, yeah. But anyway, Raiders are 2-5, and I freaking love it. But obviously my Chiefs had the week off, and yeah, Chiefs had the week off, so we got some well-needed rest, and yeah, we got the Tennessee Titans Sunday night. But let's go. Started off. The Broncos, like I said, I had the Jacksonville Jaguars beating them. The Broncos won 21-17. Yeah, the Broncos get back on track, and the Broncos are 3-5. So shout out to them. Even though I can't stand the Broncos, Broncos are 3-5. Falcons Panthers. That was a good ass game. I had the Falcons winning. The Panthers basically won the game, but DJ Moore, I don't know, it was kind of like he was caught in a moment. He kind of made a bonehead mistake because PJ Walker threw him a bomb. That was one of the best passes of the year so far. He threw a bomb to DJ Moore. DJ Moore scores, and DJ Moore takes his helmet off in the end zone, and he gets flagged. That flag, I don't understand. What's the point of why you can't take your helmet off when you're on the field? I get it, player safety and stuff like that, but I don't understand that one. But yeah, I mean, come on now. You gotta at some point you gotta let that slide. But DJ Moore knows better, and he was caught in the moment, and he cost his team. But I mean, at the end of the day, the field goal kicker, he missed a field goal. Yeah, and the Falcons end up winning, 37-34. Cowboys almost put up 50 on the Chicago Bears. They beat them by 20, 49-29. Yeah, Dak Prescott. Let's see. How did Dak do? Justin Fields throwing the ball 23 times. Yeah, I got to open up that book, but Herbert rushed for 99 yards, 16 carries, and Fields rushed 8 times for 60 yards and a TD. So I mean, a dual threat QB. I mean, Justin Fields has improved, so I mean they've obviously shown that they believe in him, and yeah, but they're starting to come along. 17-23, 151 yards. That's not bad, but I mean they ran into a juggernaut, and Justin Fields and them did this against the Dallas Cowboys defense. But Dak Prescott was 21-27, 250, 2 TDs, 1 pick. But Tony Pollard, shout out to Tony Pollard, by the way. I got Tony Pollard on my fantasy team. I think I got him on like 2 of my fantasy teams, and yeah, I won all my games this week in fantasy. It was a good week in football, honestly. I won all 3 of my fantasy games. I went 12-3 in the picks. Yeah, it was a pretty good game. It was a pretty good week as far as the NFL goes. Dak Prescott rushed 34 yards, one TD. Pollard had 3 TDs. CeeDee Lamb 77, 1 TD. Yeah, I mean, Cowboys are 6-2. It's crazy because somebody in that division is probably gonna miss the playoffs. It's crazy. We're gonna get to the standings in a minute, but you got the Eagles at undefeated. You got the Cowboys at 6-2, and I think the Giants are 5-3. So, yeah, and I think the Commanders might be either 4-4 or 3-5 or something like that. They're around there somewhere. But Vikings beat the Cardinals. Vikings are they 6-1? Yeah, Vikings are 6-1. I had to like I said, I tell this every time. Y'all know where I'm going with this. I don't even have to say it now at this point. You know what? Fuck it. Minnesota Vikings NFC Championship game. Probably against the Philadelphia Eagles. And it's possible that the Minnesota Vikings get their revenge and send the Philadelphia Eagles home. Who knows? But as of right now, the strong teams in the NFC right now are the Philadelphia Eagles. A lot of people are not sold on the Philadelphia Eagles, but the Philadelphia Eagles got the remaining schedule for the Philadelphia Eagles is fairly easy, and they could potentially go 17-0 in the regular season, and potentially look at 19-0. Well, and then you got the divisional. You got the divisional. Then you got the NFC Championship. They could if they go to the Super Bowl, if they go undefeated, they could possibly be 20-0. Well, 19. Yeah, they could be 19-0 if they go to the Super Bowl. If they go to finish the season undefeated, that is crazy. But I don't think it's gonna happen though. I think they're gonna have a L coming up soon. If I'm a Philadelphia Eagles fan, I'd rather them lose now than lose in the playoffs. If I'm an Eagles fan, because nothing's perfect, and the Eagles will mess around and lose at the wrong time. First game of the playoffs, they freak around and piss down their leg and go home. Shout out to Mr. Go 30. I think his name is Mr. Go 30 or some shit like that or whatever. That nigga, that dude, he got some of the funniest videos on social media. I love his videos. I look forward to his videos every week. Every time it's a sports game or something, I look forward to the videos every time. Dude's probably one of my he probably dropped some of my most favorite videos on social media right now. So shout out to Mr. Go 30. Next up, we already talked about the Saints and the Raiders. Patriots, Jets. Who did I have? I had the Patriots winning. Patriots end up beating the Jets 22-17. Zach Wilson looked like... That's all I got to say about that. Zach Wilson looked like shit, didn't he? Mac Jones, 24-35. He threw a bad pick too. But yeah, Zach Wilson had a QBR of 24 and a rating of 65. 20-41, 355 yards. Yeah, they're most definitely gonna miss Breece Hall for fucking sure. Yeah, they're gonna miss Breece Hall. Yeah. 2 TDs, 3 picks. Yeah, they're definitely gonna miss Breece Hall. Jets are 5-3. Patriots are 4-4. Yeah. I don't know what the hell that was. Next up, we got the Eagles versus Steelers. I don't know what the hell I was thinking when I made this pick. I ended up picking the Pittsburgh Steelers. What the hell? Oh, that was Saturday. I was a little yeah. It was one of them nights. It was a long evening night. I didn't get back home until it was about 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. That was enough. 2 Saturdays in a row where I was out enjoying myself, enjoying festivities. And I don't know what the hell I was doing, but I picked the Steelers. I picked the Steelers to beat the Eagles. Yeah, Kenny Pickett, I guess to get the growing pains out the way, but for some reason, I don't know. They traded Chase Claypool. So, I don't know. But, yeah, Philadelphia, shit. A.J. Brown, A.J. Brown, 6 receptions, 156 yards, 3 TDs. He is him. Shout out to A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown, he basically told, when you score a bucket or you score a touchdown or something and you put your hand down and, he basically told the Steelers' entire secondary that them boys was too small. He ended up getting drug tested. Roger Goodell, come on now, man. That's just pure skills, man. It's not a good look when a guy balls out like this and then the very next morning you guys are drug testing him. That, to me, that's kind of whack. That's whack as hell. These guys can't have good games. So basically, I mean, if Patrick Mahomes was to throw for 500 yards a game, I'm pretty sure that he'd probably get drug tested the very next day. Which is whack. So, yeah. A.J. Brown balled out. Jalen Hurts balled out. Devontae Smith balled out. Sanders balled out. Yeah. Philadelphia Eagles looking legit, man. That's all I got to say. They're undefeated, so they're 7-0, and only undefeated team in the league. Yeah. Next up, we got Titans versus Texans. Titans beat the Texans 17-10. Malik Willis. All I'm going to say is the Tennessee Titans probably need Ryan Tannehill back. God damn, boy. That's how the Texans are bad. Houston Texans are bad. But Malik Willis played an entire game and he went 6 of 10, 55 yards, 1 pick. He was sacked 3 times and had a QBR of 4, a rating of 35. Bruh. They rushed Derrick Henry 32 times for 219 yards, 7 yards a carry, and 2 TDs. I see why the damn Chiefs number is 13. I see why the Chiefs are favored by basically 2 touchdowns. Yeah, I'm probably, if I'm a Titans fan, I'm hoping that Ryan Tannehill comes back. Yeah. He threw the ball 10 times, man. Let me shut up because we know how this fucking goes, man. I'm sitting here laughing at Malik Willis stats. Come Sunday night, Malik Willis balls the hell out and he looks like Deshaun Watson, Peyton Manning, etc., and makes our secondary look terrible. Speaking of our secondary, we traded Rashad Fenton. That just means that our guys, the Chiefs, have high hopes for our rookies and Watson, Joshua Williams, McDuffie, and to go alongside Snead. So yeah. Titans are 5-2 after a slow start, and me sitting here talking about the Titans potentially firing Mike Vrabel. Well then, we see how that went. Next up, Commanders Colts. Commanders won 17-16. I had the Colts winning. No, I had the Commanders winning. Yeah. Commanders winning. The Commanders won, obviously. Yeah. Taylor Heineke threw a bomb to the fuck is his damn name? I can't his name is McLaurin? T-Mac? Yeah, 6 yards, 133, six reception, 133 yards. He threw a bomb to him, and he caught it over Stephon Gilmore. So, yeah. Taylor Heineke had himself a solid game, 23-31. The Carson Wentz experiment is probably over. Yeah, it's probably over. And Carson Wentz days as a starting quarterback are probably over as well. This is probably going to be Taylor Heineke's team the rest of the way. Yeah. They've won the Commanders have won 3 in a row. So, yeah. Taylor Heineke has won 2 games for them. Carson Wentz beat the Bears, but yeah. Awkward silence. Awkward freaking silence. Come the freak on. 49ers Rams. Sean McVay, he for some reason refuses to beat the 49ers in the regular season for some reason. 49ers win 31-14. I had the 49ers winning. The 49ers fans had so far looking like a 49ers stadium. I don't think there's a such thing as a Rams fan. Yeah, but 31-14, Christian McCaffrey, he threw a touchdown, he rushed for a touchdown, and he caught a touchdown. So, I think he's the first player to ever do that. Jimmy G went 21-25. 2 TDs. McCaffrey rushed. That just shows you how solid my Chiefs defense is. But that's another day for another story. Another story for another day. I don't know what the hell that was. Another day for another. What? What? Alrighty then. Yeah. Giants Seahawks. I had the Seahawks winning. Seahawks won 27-13. Honestly, Geno Smith should be top 3 as far as MVP candidates. Geno Smith has the Seahawks looking good. Not even gonna cap. Geno Smith has them looking legit. Like, legit. They won 27-13. Like I said, I had the Seahawks winning. Sunday night, Bills Packers. We all knew what the hell this was. We knew 9-10. Everybody outside of Green Bay picked the Bills to win. Bills won 27-17. Packers made it close. I honestly feel like the Packers should have went after a wide receiver before the trade deadline, but I don't know. Maybe they wanted to sabotage Aaron Rodgers and trying to say, hey, this is what we got. Make it work. Like Smokey Mama on Friday. Make it enough. So, yeah. Next up, Browns-Bengals on Monday night. Browns, they smacked around the Cincinnati Bengals. Yeah, all I needed was Joe Mixon to get 65 yards rushing. And Joe Mixon couldn't get 65 yards. I don't know why I placed that bet on them. Just because of the Cleveland Browns defensive line. Marcus Garrett and them boys. Myles Garrett, my bad. I don't know why the hell I'm thinking of Marcus Garrett, former Jayhawk, who's playing for the Miami Heat right now. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Browns ended up winning 32-13. I think Deshaun Watson is able to return to the facilities. I think he can practice and be in the film room with the team. It's either now or it's in a couple weeks. I'm not 100% sure, but Deshaun Watson, all they need is to hold on for Deshaun Watson, and we're gonna see how that goes. Let's look at some standings right now. Let's look at some motherfreaking standings. As of right now, if the playoffs were to start today, Buffalo would be the number 1 seed. Tennessee Titans would be the number 2. Chiefs would be the number 3. Baltimore would be 4. Jets would be 5. Dolphins would be 6. Chargers would be 7. Which would put Tennessee hosting the Los Angeles Chargers, Kansas City hosting the Miami Dolphins, Baltimore hosting the New York Jets. That's for the AFC. And then for the NFC, what we have? We would have Philly at 1, Minnesota at 2, Seattle at 3, Atlanta at 4, Dallas at 5, New York at 6. Oh my God, that is crazy. That's crazy. San Francisco at 7. Can the NFC East get 3 teams in the playoffs? That would be nuts. Because if we look at it right now, it'd be Minnesota versus the 49ers, hosting the 49ers. Seattle hosting the Giants. And the Falcons hosting the Cowboys. That is nuts. So we got the Falcons sitting at 4-4 in the freaking playoffs. And they, yeah. With Tampa, Green Bay, Arizona, New Orleans, Chicago, all hanging on the outside. That's nuts, man. Jacksonville sitting at 2-6. Broncos 3-5. I don't know. I had the Broncos and the Browns getting in the playoffs. I didn't have the New York Jets. It's being a surprise sitting at 5-3. But hey. Dolphins 5-3. Damn, bro. AFC East, everybody's over 500. Everybody's at 500 or better. AFC East might be the best division in the AFC. They are. With Buffalo at 6-1, Jets 5-3, Dolphins 5-3, and the Patriots at 4-4. Yeah. They might be the best division in the AFC. Cincinnati at 4-4. Cincinnati losing Jamar Chase. I didn't think that it would be an issue just because the fact is they got T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, Joe Burrow, and Joe Mixon. I didn't think that it would be an issue, but Monday against the Cleveland Browns, the Cincinnati Bengals missed Jamar Chase. They missed him tremendously. And if I remember correctly, Jamar Chase is out for 4 to 6 weeks. So Tyler Boyd and T. Higgins and the boys gonna have to step up if they wanna at least try to make a run back at the playoff, a run at the AFC Championship like they did last year. Tennessee 5-2, Indianapolis 3-4-1, Jacksonville 2-6, Houston 1-5-1. I don't know. I just feel like Lovie Smith he just been dealt a bad hand in Houston. No quarterback. You got wide receivers that don't want to be there, and Brandon Cooks. I feel like the Texans should have traded Brandon Cooks. I don't know. Either that or their asking ticket was probably too high. They probably should have lowered their ticket because Brandon Cooks doesn't want to be there in Houston. Kansas City 5-2, Chargers 4-3, Broncos 3-5, Vegas Raiders sitting at 2-5. I love it. Love every minute of it. What else we got? Green Bay 3-5, Chicago 3-5, Detroit 1-6, 5-game losing streak. Yikes. Troy Lyons probably going to end up firing their head coach. I think he might be fired before Thanksgiving. The Detroit Lions will probably have a new head coach for the Thanksgiving game. I'm pretty sure Detroit is playing in the Thanksgiving game. They always freaking do. With the no logo on the helmet type shit. So, Atlanta is the leaders of the NFC South, 4-4. Tampa's 3-5. New Orleans is 3-5. Carolina's 2-6. One of the worst divisions in football, if you ask me. Somebody might win the NFC South at 9-8 and have a home playoff game. That's how crazy that is. Tampa is on the verge of not making the playoffs. I feel like if Tampa loses 3 more games, I don't think that they make the playoffs. But yeah, I think somebody gonna host the NFC, host a football game in the playoffs at 9-8. So we'll see. Seattle 5-3, San Fran 4-4, Los Angeles 3-4, Cardinals 3-5. What else we got? That's enough of that. Shout out to the Astros. Before the World Series started, I had the Astros winning the whole thing. A lot of people don't like the Astros just because of the simple fact that the Astros were caught cheating a few years back. And but let's go with the Thursday night pick this week. Let's see who's the Thursday night game. Philadelphia at Houston. Philadelphia will go 8-0. Shout out to the Houston Texans though. The Houston Texans will be debuting their red helmets. Them mugs are fire. I ain't gonna lie. If they're in anything other than all red, like red jersey, red pants type thing with the red helmet, they should be fired. I think everybody that it should all be red. Everything from head to toe. But yeah, obviously I'm gonna go Philly. I'm probably not gonna watch the game tomorrow. But yeah, let's watch Houston make this one ugly, cause it's on the road. But I'm gonna roll with Philly though. So yeah. NFL trade. What happened? Yeah. Bradley Chubb went to the Dolphins. The Dolphins are basically going all in right now. The Dolphins are basically trying to be the Los Angeles Rams. I think it's going to get to a point to where teams are going to stop caring about draft picks and just going all in, putting all their chips in the middle of the table and just going for it. Because it's like, and then they face the consequences later on down the road. Right now, I think teams want championships. And yeah, because I remember after the Rams won the Super Bowl, they had their general manager, the owner, whoever, he was out there talking about what picks or forget them picks or something he was saying. But yeah, let's see. Buffalo got Hines from the Colts. They traded Zach Moss to the Colts. Yeah. Falcons traded Calvin Ridley to the Jags, even though Calvin Ridley is done for the season. For Dolphins got Jeff Wilson from the 49ers. Yeah, Bradley Chubb going to the Dolphins is nuts. They went for Chase Edmonds, a first rounder next year and a fourth rounder in 2024. Chase Claypool went to the Bears for a second rounder next year. That is nuts. Yeah. The Lions trading TJ Hawkinson to the Minnesota Vikings. You don't really see that often, but I think the Lions they're trying to get draft picks because they know what it is. They traded Hawkinson for a second and a third. Chicago trades Roquan Smith to the Ravens. Chiefs send a third and a sixth for Kadarius Toney. A lot of people are high on Kadarius Toney. I'm not sold on Kadarius Toney. I watched the highlights. I think the potential is there. He has good potential to be nice. A lot of people are, what's his name? Bart Scott. Bart Scott was on his podcast, and he basically said Kadarius Toney is the best wide receiver on the Chiefs roster right now. Somebody need to tell Bart Scott to put the drugs down. Put them down. I demand that he be drug tested immediately. Because what are you talking about? Kadarius Toney, he can't even stay healthy. I don't have high hopes for him. I said it. Low risk, high reward type of trade. So I mean, I'm not mad at it. I mean, it's just another potential dangerous weapon for Pat. So we'll see how that goes, man. Yeah, he'll wear number 19. And I personally think that we got him for punt returns, because Sky Moore and returning punts, that needs to be done ASAP. I don't want to see Sky Moore out there returning kicks. I don't want to see him returning punts. I don't want to see kicks. No, nothing. I don't want to see it. I want Sky Moore in the slot as a receiver on offense, catching passes. I don't want to see him doing nothing else. Nothing else. If Sky Moore is returning punts, I honestly think that Dave Tobin and boys should be fired. No more playing, man. No more playing. But yeah. So enough of football. We're gonna talk about what we got. What's going on in the NBA right now? Brooklyn Nets fire Steve Nash. I didn't think Steve Nash would last. Now Brooklyn is potentially about to hire Ime Udoka. I think it's a good hire. Oh, snaps. The Pelicans and Lakers win OT. They're playing right now. Let me look at the box score. Let's look at the box score. Lakers are up 121-15. Zion. He's a minus 15 though. He got 27 points. Yeah. Brandon Ingram not playing? Brandon Ingram must be hurt. CJ got 20. He's 9 of 24. Good God. CJ, what are we doing? Devontae Graham. Boy, Devontae. One of my favorite Jayhawks ever. Oh, my God. Who the hell is this guy? Lonnie Walker. Where did he come from? Because what did he do? He's averaging 14 points a game for the Lakers. 12, 11. Came from the Spurs, but Lonnie Walker got 28 right now for the Lakers. Russell Westbrook coming off the bench. I think that's a smart idea to do. He got 13. Russell got 13. 9 assists. He's on his way to probably another double-double. Probably not because they only got 42 seconds left. Lakers get their second win. It's only 42 seconds left. They're up 5, and I don't think that the Pelicans are going to pull this one off. My Heat got the dub. My Heat just beat the Kings, and they beat the Warriors the other night. Beat the Warriors Tuesday. So, yeah, they beat them the other night, yeah. So, what the fuck, man? Excuse my language. What we got? I wanna know. Okay. Milwaukee 7-0. A lot of people got Milwaukee winning the championship. Cleveland is 6-1 with Donovan Mitchell and them boys. Garland made his return tonight. The Raptors look good. The Raptors spanked the shit out of the Spurs tonight. Atlanta Hawks, Boston Celtics, Miami 4-5. Miami won 2 in a row, so we're gonna get up there. Jimmy Butler said that they feel like they're gonna win a championship. I feel that way too. I feel you, Jimmy. Pause. That is a pause all day long. My God, I set myself up for that one. I feel you, Jimmy. Pause, my boy. God damn. Oh man. Yeah, man. Phoenix up. Phoenix is 6-1. Portland 5-2. Utah, surprisingly, are 6-3. Basically going into a freaking rebuild. Yeah. So, I don't know. Yeah. I love basketball too, man. I love basketball. Warriors on a 3-game losing streak, though. Warriors need to get it together. Miami Heat contributing to that. But, yeah. What else we got? I did my Thursday night pick. else we got here? What we got here? What we got? Playoff ranking, college football. Tennessee 8-0. Tennessee and Georgia going to have to play each other. When the hell do they play each other? Is it this weekend? When the hell do y'all play Georgia? I know it's coming. Ooh, they play Georgia this Saturday. Game of the week. Damn, hold on, bro. It's at Georgia and tickets are as low as $500. I'm not even going to speak on that. But, yeah, that's nuts as shit, man. But the four that are in right now is Tennessee, Oklahoma State, Georgia, and Clemson. I think that if Tennessee loses to Georgia, I think Tennessee slides down to number 4. And only how Bama gets in is if they beat Georgia in the national championship. I mean, not national championship, but the SEC championship. So, but then again, this is gonna be nuts. Somebody not making it. TCU up there at number 7. Yeah, I don't know. This is gonna be crazy. I can't wait though. But yeah, man. I've been talking to you guys for damn near 50 minutes, for damn near an hour. I got so much more to talk about. I got a little carried away today. I think this might be like one of my longest podcasts. I got a little carried away today, so my bad. I usually don't talk this much, but yeah. So, yeah. First and foremost, I can't end this podcast without saying RIP to Takeoff, one of the rappers from the Migos. He basically helped change the culture, man. They've been around for quite some time. I want to say it's at least 10 years in the game. It's probably even longer than that. So, shout out to my condolences go to Quavo, Takeoff, their entire family. I didn't know. I honestly never knew that Quavo and I didn't know Quavo. I never knew that Quavo was Takeoff's uncle. Never knew that. I thought they were like brothers or cousins or something like that. But I think Takeoff's Offset's cousin. But in the end, I know it sucks because at the end of the day, they've said it in numerous interviews that Takeoff was one of the ones that got them into rapping, because I guess Quavo, we all know Quavo as being an athlete, basketball, football. I think Offset was the same way, maybe just basketball. But yeah, I know this one sucks. I know it sucks for them. It honestly sucks for the entire hip hop community as fans. I've done a few reactions on my other channel, SkewpzGotcha. So yeah, it sucks, man. This one, it sucks. Yeah. Like I said, condolences go out to Offset, Quavo, that entire family. We all we're all hurting over this one. Well, I didn't know him personally. I know a lot of people didn't know him personally, but a lot of the music we listened to, and it's crazy because I was just listening to their latest album with Offset and Quavo, Only Built for Infinity Links. That album, honestly, I think I might have said it on my Twitter, one of the best albums of the year. And yeah, I would just listen to it. I listened to it the whole time I was down in Texas, the entire time I was driving down there, and the entire time I came back. But yeah, this one sucks, man. So, yeah, I just couldn't end this podcast without giving my condolences to Takeoff and his entire family, the entire Migos, QC, Q, and all them, Coach K, all them. It sucks. It really does. All I can say is, man, just everybody around Quavo that has access to Quavo, hug him and be with him, because he's gonna be traumatized for life. Seeing that firsthand, he was there, part of the situation. All I can say is pray for Quavo, pray for Offset, just pray for everybody, honestly, in the whole entire situation. But really pray for Quavo. That is a traumatizing situation. I know what it's like to lose a family member and watch them take their last breaths in front of me. It's a traumatizing situation. So, yeah. Just hug on Quavo and be around him. Don't smother him or nothing like that, but let him know that y'all there for him. But, yeah, man. It's your boy SkewpzGotcha. Be sure to like and subscribe and hit that bell. Yeah, man. I'm gone.